What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Oh yeah, guys. So I have been trying to get some stuff done off camera here, just trying to do some research in my Thaumonomicon. I guess I stuck that over here, didn't I? Yeah, I was doing some research on my Thaumonomicon, trying to unlock basically everything I can. And I think I've gotten as much as I can figure out how to do. Like, I was trying to get this chest right here to unlock, and yeah, I tried making a greedy chest, I tried making a thirsty tank, this never unlocked. There's some other things in here that I don't know how to get them unlocked, like this stuff and this. But yeah, I've been trying my best to, research everything, and I did research probably about 5 or 6 more things that I didn't unlock previously, but yeah, we still got research that can't be solved. So I was looking at the quest book on what else we can do here. Yeah, it looks like I completed this quest here, Thirsty Tank. This guy right here, apparently, if you stick it next to a source block of water, will always have water available. We've had a few items in the game like that so far. Well, we have, what is that, the aqueous accumulator, we have that down here. We have the well thing that we're using for Botania. Yeah, we got a few different things around here that can do that, so that's kind of cool. It wasn't too difficult, just regular arcane table crafting stuff. So let's claim this reward, just gonna give us a full heart. Alright, I'll stick that in the AE system. Okay, so yeah, I was looking at silverwood. We never made this, and I was looking at how we can make silverwood saplings. So, silverwood sapling. In order to craft one of these, we need these ethereal blooms, blocks of diamonds and greatwood saplings, and then the salus mundus, which is balanced shards that you smelt down. So, I can't figure out how to get the ethereal blooms. I click on it and it shows me like whatever the last shaped arcane crafting recipe was that I looked at, which was a node stabilizer. But yeah, it doesn't show me how to craft those. And I was looking through the book, the Thaumonomicon, and I'm not sure if I saw it in there or not. I think the research is locked. I don't even know where it was. But like under X asterisk crafting here, even this here shows me that I need the ethereal blooms to do that. So it's the same recipe. So what I was doing is I did some research online, just doing, a Google search for ethereal blooms in Agrarian Skies 2, right? And what people are saying is that you have to scan taint, like fibrous taint and the taint tentacles and all sorts of bad stuff like that. I saw a thread where people said that you can go to the deep dark and just scan the stuff there. So I went there and I went like 2,000 blocks one direction, nothing. Went like 2,000 blocks another direction, no taint. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and make our own taint, which is a little crazy, but we're going to do it. So we need a cauldron. I don't think we have one, so we're going to make a new one. So we need to make ourselves a iron. We need to make ourselves an iron. That's what we need to make. No, we need to make ourselves a cauldron here out of iron, and then we will get ourselves a niter. One of these. Yep. So that will be able to boil stuff, and that will warm it up. Then we're just going to throw a whole bunch of stuff in there and hope things go wrong. Cocoa beans? No. Let's find something. Yeah, not that. I kind of want to find something that's got a lot of aspects in it. Things that'll make the cauldron overflow. Yeah, that's got 443 pumpkins. We have so many pumpkins, we don't need wheat, we want pumpkins. Pumpkin. Okay, so now we got a lot of stuff here. So the point of this is to just throw a bunch of garbage in the Crucible and hope that it makes bad stuff. I think we'll do it over here on this platform since it's kind of connected by the stairs. We can remove the stairs if the tank gets out of control and kind of contain it over here without it doing any real harm. So let's put, well, I guess I'll just break that. Give me. Magnets turned off. Okay, so we'll put the Nitor right. Do we want it right there? Or we want one lower. We'll put the cauldron right here. Oh, I need to click that with the wand actually. We'll put that right there. We'll put this right here. Just so it's level with the ground, and hopefully the goo. What? Oh my goodness. They're everywhere, run! Are these real? Oh, they're real. What the heck is this? This is creepy. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this before. Oh my goodness, well we're getting spider skulls. I think this is because I was doing all that research earlier. I need to get off me, little guy. Oh, I guess you're going down to the void. Did I hear another one? Oh, there's one over here. Oh my goodness. Okay, before we go any further, we're taking a little bath. Okay, I think we'll be fine now. Creepy. Oh, we got a red heart over here. That's kind of cool. Some experience around. Okay, back to what we were doing. Oh, I also need a wand. I thought I had one on me. I guess I don't. Let's grab a wand because we need to click our cauldron and turn it to a crucible. Okay, click. There we go. And let's just put some water in there like so. And we will put a block right there. And now the fun begins where we just dump in a whole bunch of stuff. Hover mode, yeah, there we go, Q. Okay, so now we got like junk around here. This is normally stuff you don't want, but I'm kind of hoping that with all this around, yeah, it's still boiling over. With all this stuff around, I'm hoping that we will create monsters that we can scan with our thermometer. And yeah. Oh, you know what would be kind of cool? Maybe we should... We'll leave that alone for a minute. Maybe we should grab a safari net. Do we have any that are unused? We have one that's unused. Did I make a auto crafting recipe for that? I don't think I did. I don't know if we can capture these the supposed crazy monsters we're going to be seeing. I don't know if we can capture them. I assume we can. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Got one. Okay, so I have one of those. Let's scan this guy. Kill him. Didn't drop anything. Okay, there we go. There's some tainted goo. Okay, that just unlocks something. We want that out of our inventory because that'll explode. Thaumic slime head. That's cool. And then, yeah, we have a thaumic slime. Oop, bye-bye stuff. Going away. Ooh, that was weird looking. I don't know what else we can get out of this. I know this will make fibrous taint and things like this eventually. Whoa, that's a big guy. Hey, little buddy. Well, you're not really little, are you? Can I scan? Oh, we've already scanned that. Okay, so we'll grab the bigger one. That says health of 3. Yeah, that is slightly different. Now, do these guys drop anything else? That is the question. We're making a bunch of the slimes. Okay, another thaumic slime head. No more tainted goo. We've only gotten the one crystal. We've already... Oh, aspect orb. Yeah, we've already scanned that. Experience orb we've already scanned. Okay, well, I'm going to do this for a little bit. Hopefully we'll see something new appear out of this. It looks like we're only getting slimes at this point. Yeah, I'm trying to get more tainted items. I think if we leave this around here for a little bit, it'll spawn fibrous taint underneath the ground. Like on the bottom side of these blocks, we'll be able to scan that. Yeah, we'll just let this island turn into something nasty and we'll clean it up at another time. Okay, so I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, so I checked the Crucible and there's like 2,000 of each of the different aspects in there. I decided it'd be a good idea to just put some walls up to try and kind of keep it all together, and then I put a clear glass ceiling on top of this to keep all that stuff that's floating away from floating away. And then I went down below and I saw that there was goo all over the bottom and it ruined my water. It took the water out from underneath this upside down pyramid thing. So I put a little containing area below. Yeah, there's like stuff that is dropping down or whatever. It's like a full block of the stuff that isn't flowing. That's kind of weird. Anyway, so I'm kind of hoping that this stuff will spread a little bit and we'll get some of that fibrous taint, because I'd like to scan that and see if that unlocks anything. But I did go through the Thaumonomicon. Let me actually fill that in. Yeah, I went through the Thaumonomicon and I was looking, and sure enough, underneath basic alchemy, Ethereal Bloom was unlocked from us scanning that taint item. So that's awesome. So now we have a way to make ethereal blooms. Oh yeah, so we put a shimmer leaf into the crucible with 16 of this and some taint. The flower only purifies the land, bathed in its light out of the range of about 8 blocks. Okay, so yeah, anyway, this will turn taint biomes, I believe, back into their normal biomes. But what we're using those for is we want to be able to craft up some silverwood saplings, so that is awesome. So I'm gonna let that thing sit over here for a little while. By the way, this was spawning a whole heck of a lot of slimes, so I decided to make a new grinder. Something's following me, by the way. I made a new grinder, and I put a tesseract there, and this was killing the slimes, and it was putting the taint, these little tainted goos. I was watching this number increase. So we are killing the slimes. It is increasing this number automatically, which is pretty cool. So we'll just let this whole thing just kind of sit here for a bit. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure that Crucible still got a whole bunch of stuff it wants to spit out. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we needed the taint aspect, and I don't know if we have any that's been melted down. I don't think so. No, we do have some right here, right? We're gonna need a little bit more than that. So I believe those tainted goos that we have, goo. Let's see. Yeah, that's got 3 of them. So let's go ahead and melt down something. Oh yeah, these things can't sit in your inventory too long or they explode. Let's just put those right in here and we'll melt those down. Okay, awesome. So we'll get some more of that stuff in our system. So now we can grab some files. I think was it 4 or 3? I can't remember now. 4. So we need Sano, the Magic, Taint, and Herbia. So Herbia, Sano. Do we have? Okay, I can't even remember what that icon was. It was the Magic that we needed, that's for sure. And then the Taint one. Okay, what was the last one now? Bad short-term memory, guys. So heal cure. So it's like a little bottle. Okay. Okay, Thaumcraft. Fine. I don't know if we have any Sano in here. It doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, so I'm gonna have to figure out how we get that stuff. Sano comes from regeneration potions, milk buckets, golden apples. Okay, do we have any regeneration? We do. Okay, awesome. So I will go ahead and get this done. I will use the Crucible, craft up what we need, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I was able to make our ethereal blooms. Those weren't super difficult to craft up. We did have some shimmer leaves, and it requires shimmer leaves to be thrown into the Crucible. We only had 4, and when you need 4 of those per silverwood sapling, we have to make 2 silverwood saplings. So I had to do everything like twice over. But yeah, it requires 2 blocks of diamond, 4 of these ethereal blooms, and 2 of these Salus Mundus. And then, on top of all of that, you have to have 64 of the emerald, 64 magic, 64 recycle, and 60, or I guess 128 arbor. So yeah, we got a lot of that stuff that we need. We got plenty of all of this stuff. I'm currently crafting up some of the magic that's going to the system, so we should have enough for another craft. But yeah, let's go ahead and click this with the wand. I think everything should be set up just fine. It's gonna take a minute to pull in all those aspects though. 128 and like 3 more of 64. Yeah, that's gonna be a minute. So I'll go ahead and make a cut here. We'll be back. I have to do this twice. We need 2 silverwood saplings. Where's my quest book? Here it is. Yeah, we need 2 silverwood saplings for this quest to be complete. We did have one previously, but I grew it and tried to get more saplings a while ago, and we never got more saplings, so I have to do this twice. So anyway, let's get this done. We'll be right back. See you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and I crafted up both of those silverwood saplings. That is awesome. So now we have 2 of these guys, but I think we have to give them away to this quest. Let's get back there. We got 3 quests with unclaimed rewards now, which is interesting. Go here. Yeah, okay, so we unlocked this, which unlocked this, and magical mushrooms. Oh, V-shrooms, okay. Anyway, so silverwood. So this wants, oh, no. Okay, so this is just a detection task. We get to keep those saplings. That's awesome. So we don't have to craft any more of those, hopefully. So that's going to give us another silverwood sapling. So we'll end up with 3, half a heart. And we can choose a note in a jar or a reward bag. I'm curious if the note in a jar is something specific for this quest or if it's just one of those ones with 15 of each aspect. I don't know. We got like those creative nodes and we have another note in a jar. I think we'll just take the reward bag. Because, you know, the reward bags have been super awesome this far. Alright, so an epic reward. Squid spawn. Okay. Not that useful. But you know what? Actually, hold on a second. We don't have squid. And I've been wanting to get squid in a safari net. Okay, you know what? That's actually more useful than I was giving it credit for. Squid. We will take one of these and we will do a safari net. I don't have another one. I know I got some in my inventory, but safari. Do this and that, one of these, something like this, and one of those. Place you down and gotcha. Okay, so now we can spawn infinite squid. That is awesome. These slimes I have in my inventory, yeah, these are the thermic slimes. So we had this guy right here. These are one of the normal ones. So I captured that. And then we had like a little bigger one. So I captured this guy. Or maybe that's the same size. I don't know. It seemed a little bigger. But yeah, then we saw there's a bigger one. So I was like, oh, I got to get this guy. And then finally, we ended up with like this guy. I was like, what the heck? So I had to get that one. Look at all that particle effect it leaves everywhere. So yeah, we have a thermic slime with 93 health. That's crazy. Yeah, if we can spawn that as an exact copy, that will probably get us a lot of that slime. I guess we'll just put all those guys away. We don't need those in our inventory anymore. Yeah, 3 silverwood saplings. That's very, very awesome. So we had other quests in here with unclaimed. So fancy floral fabrication. So shimmer leaf and cinder pearl. Due to lack of land, which you may or may not have noticed, shimmer leaf and cinder pearl are extinct. But with some love, care, and magic, you can make more. Okay, so I think we had already got this done previously because we've already had cinder pearls and shimmer leaves, and I think this was just a detection task. So this unlocked because we did the silverwood sapling, which is cool. So I'll give it a sliver of fire, and we're gonna do the reward bag. So a greater reward bag is, oh, actually this is pretty good. The fireproof ebony isn't that great, but silverwood logs, that's pretty awesome. Okay, cool. We'll put those in the system. Very good. Okay, so now that that's done, so magical mushrooms. So we've made the ethereal blooms. We got those done. These V-shrooms I saw in our quest, or not the quest book, the Thaumonomicon, under X asterisk. Yeah, we got right here, V-shroom from the sky. So we have the tops of mushroom in with some herbia, magic, and the poison. I don't know if we have the venom, or whatever that was. Don't think we have that. No, we do. Okay, so let's grab files. I think it was just 3, and then we'll grab 2 brown mushrooms. Yeah, we're up to 11,000 mushrooms. Our mushroom farm is doing really good these days. Okay, so where did that one go? V, this one. Grab one thing of that. What was the other ones? I can't remember off the top of my head. So herbia and the magic. Magic. And herba. I keep saying herbia. I think it's just herba. Okay, so anyway, we got those done, and it was 4 of each, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's toss those files in here. Gotta be careful with this Crucible. I was doing this earlier and I accidentally queued my wireless terminal in there. Yeah, that was kind of a pain. So I had to go and make a pattern to make these again. So this is a new one. Magnets off, so we'll Q. There we go, and there's 2 Vishrooms. Quest book. Okay, so that is now done. That's gonna give us a silverwood sapling as well. We got plenty of silverwood. Alright, so ethereal flower. This looks like a Botania thing. Euclid daisy. The Euclid daisy has the ability of creating ethereal essence without the trouble of battling wisps. It's very sensitive to redstone signals. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. So if we can make the ethereal essence, that'd be a good way to get the little thing, the Arum. Yeah, this aspect that we've been not really able to get previously a whole lot of, other than just killing wisps. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So let's see. How do we make this thing? EUC. This guy. This is forbidden magic from Botania. So we have to put a Bellthorn. Nope, that's not what we do. Mystical pink flower. Okay, so this is how we do it. Oh, it's infusion crafting. Okay. So redstone root, mana pearl, salus mundus, runa greed, runa sloth, and a mystical pink flower. Very high instability. Taint thistle. Yeah, we don't have taint tendrils. This is kind of what I was hoping that we'd get from all of this stuff that we're doing over here. Getting some of that, the taint to happen. Oops, didn't mean to go in there. I don't think there's any taint that's been spreading around. Some of the stuff's just going away. I was kind of hoping to see some fibrous taint appear here. Maybe taint spread has been turned off. I don't know. But we haven't seen anything yet. I know we did see some earlier on. That's why I put all those blocks around the Crucible, our main Crucible. Where's the way down? Right here. Yeah, we were getting taint underneath our Crucible over here. I went down here one day and I was looking around and I saw some taint. I was like, what the heck? So I put like all this clear glass under here to prevent any of that, the goo from dripping down. But it seems like we've gotten rid of the taint. None is coming back, and this isn't making any that much faster. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get those tendrils. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the craft for this. So we need the mystical pink flowers, sloth greed, mundus, pearl, and redstone root. Very high instability. Think we'll be able to do this successfully though. So yeah, let me go ahead and get going on that, guys, and we will be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I made all the items that we need. We have the redstone root, the mana pink petals, we have the rune of greed, the rune of sloth. Those took a minute to craft up. Yeah, we didn't have those before, so I had to make those out of the existing elemental runes that we already had. Salus mundus, and then a mana pearl. Yep, so we have all this stuff together. Now the only thing is we don't have the item set in the center. So I was looking at the recipe and it said it wanted a mystical pink flower to go in the center, and there is no recipe for this. So I was thinking, yeah, this is the crafting recipe here. We need a mystical pink flower to go in the center. So I was thinking we could take some of these pink seeds, pink seeds, take the pink seeds and put those over into our little grow machine over here, but this only makes mystical pink petals. So that is not the way to do it. So that was like, well, how do we make those flowers? I remember there was a way that we can make flowers, but we haven't explored that at all yet in this book. So I was looking under the mystical flowers section, and then we scroll over here, and we can make an item called Floral Fertilizer. So this is what we need. We put that on grass, I believe, and then it makes all the different different Botania flowers that we were looking for. So it looks like we can do that with dandelion, yellow, and rose red. Whoops. You hit me. Yeah. Dandelion yellow and rose red. I tried doing this specifically with rose red only, and that didn't work. So we do need the dandelion yellow. This stuff right here. So there we go. And there is the floral powder that we need. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch of that. Okay, so now we're out of the dandelions. I'm curious. We got 82 of those and the poppy 40. Maybe we should make a bunch more of this stuff because I only want to do this once and not have to go back there if possible. Dandelion. Yeah, let's do... Oh, we only get one per? I thought you got 2 of these per. All right, we'll do that much more. Rose. And then we need bone meal. Okay, there we go. 24 of those. That should make us a decent amount of flowers. Okay, so we need a patch of grass, and the only patch of grass we have that's around here is way over here, our little mini forest biome. So let's click this. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a pink one right away. Awesome. Turn the magnet on so we don't lose these things. So I'm going to go ahead and grow these as much as possible. Looks like we're getting 3 per. Oh, we got 4 that time? Yeah, we got another pink one. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use all of the I was gonna say bone meal. What is this called? Floral Fertilizer. I'm gonna use all of this stuff that we can, collect as many of these flowers as we can, and we'll be right back, guys. Awesome. Okay, so we got all of the different flowers. I think we got every single different type. We did get only 1 yellow, but yeah, we got multiples of all the other ones. So we can go back there and do that practically any time. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and put all these flowers away and clean up our inventory just a little bit. There we go. Okay, much better, much better. So this is all set up to be infused. Let's go ahead and get this done. This should make us the 1 flower that we need. That's going to make us our ethereal essence, which is going to be awesome if we don't have to worry about wisps to make them. Yeah, so it's sucking in the different items. Yeah, very quick on the aspects there. It didn't take a lot. I think 16 was the maximum of one of the different essences that I was pulling in. So there goes the mana petals, and the rune of sloth, and the rune of greed, and hopefully... Yes, we've never had an unsuccessful craft thus far, so very awesome. So there is our flower, so now we can go into our quest book here, and that's going to give us 4 ethereal essence and another one of these flowers. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Venom. Oh, so that has some of the taint aspect in there as well. Awesome, okay, okay. So yeah, now we got 2 of these, so I wonder how these work. I would imagine they are just going to pop essence out into the world, right? So maybe if we stick this down here, do we have to link that with the wand? I don't know. No, it looks like, oh, maybe we do. I don't know. So I don't know how this guy works. Do we have to have like an inventory next to it? It looks like it's full. All right, so maybe we should, oh, okay, it just spat one out at me. That's how it works. It just spits them out. Look at that, RM times 2. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this one's got 4 of them. I wonder if it'll make that a lot for us. If so, that'd be really awesome, because we really want this guy a lot. But yeah, let's take a look. If we shift click on this, no, that's not the Britannia book. The eerie pink Euclid daisy is an oddity. It uses large amounts of mana to conjure some sort of ethereal substance that only seems to be useful to thaumaturges. It doesn't combustion blend. So no, we got a different type that time. All right. So it says it uses a lot of mana to do that. I'm curious. Oh, okay. Well, it uses a decent amount that we had in here, right? Guess we can we not link this thing back to here? There we go. All right, so let's try for one more. Oh, we got another one. Herbia, or I said it again, Herba, and then Alienist. I'm not saying aliens, but aliens. All right, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and pick this thing up. So yeah, I was curious how this thing works. It works just like that. It does use a decent amount of mana. With full mana pools, I'm sure we'd be able to make a whole lot of that essence. Ooh, this one's almost full. I should grab another mana tablet. Do I have one over here? Mana tablet. Yeah, we got 5 full ones. How do we even make these again? Mana tablet. I would like to keep this stuff. Mana pearl, and then 8 of those. Yeah, so let's get an ender pearl. Ender pearl. Yeah, I don't want the mana pools to get full because then the stuff will just be wasting. So if we can put it on mana tablets and keep that, that would be good. Crafting tables over here. That guy surrounded with this. One of those. Turn off the magnet. And this should be, yeah, to exporting. Okay, so we'll fill that guy up. We'll have plenty of room for more mana to be generated. So that's awesome. Okay, so now that that quest is complete. Yeah, did that unlock anything else? I don't think it did. So, you know, we got this little quest over here in the corner all by itself. Let's go ahead and do this one. So this says there are not very many nodes around here. Luckily, the Jaded One has provided a method by which you can make nodes. Just attune and place, more or less. All right, so we have to make an unattuned node matrix. So an unattuned node matrix requires 4 Salus Mundus, some great wood logs, and a warded jar. Oh, you know what? I bet the warded jar has to be full of a different aspect, doesn't it, for it to be attuned? Says empty. Okay. Let's take a look down here real quick. Warded jar. I'm gonna fill it up. Oh, actually, we search for matrix. Yeah, we got all these different ones. Terra, Air, Ignis, Perdito, Ordo. Let's try Perdito. Okay, so that's like that. And click that. Does it just use a regular jar? Oh yeah, okay, so it's just an empty jar. I was wrong. I was thinking we had to fill it full of something and then that would work. But no, it looks like we can just do this. So how do we attune it? I don't know. No, it's not like this. So let's put this stuff back in the system. Okay, so I will have to figure that out. Yeah, clicking on these doesn't appear to have a recipe. Infusion crafting. Node in a jar. Oh wait, hold on a second. So Salus Mundus with the node in a jar. Huh. I don't know what I'm doing here. So hold on a second. If we do recipe, I'm gonna click R on this just to make sure I'm clicking the right way. Yeah, I'm not sure how this thing works. I will have to do a little bit of research into that. And this is from Nodal Mechanics. Okay, that's a mod that we haven't seen at all. Let's actually look here. Nodal Mechanics. Yeah, all it has in here is just these different types of nodes. So I'll have to do some research and figure out how this thing works. But that seems pretty cool that we can make a node of a specific aspect and set it somewhere. If we can make it bigger, that'd be kind of cool as well. So that's going to give us an attuned node matrix, a reward bag, and a full heart. So let's claim this. Oh, come on, get out of here. Get out of there. So that's a greater reward bag. 6 apiaries. We're a little beyond that point, but that would have been a cool reward earlier on. Okay, and then we got an attuned node matrix with Ordo. So can I just set this down somewhere? Is that how this works? It won't let me set that down, so I don't know how we do this stuff. I also made these node stabilizers. Hold on a second. So maybe if we put down node stabilizer, can we set this thing on there? Nope. So I will have to figure out how these things work. I don't know anything about that mod. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. We've made some pretty good progress here in the Thaumcraft section. Did I just put the quest book in the chest? Did I do that? No, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, we made some pretty good progress in this section. Looks like we have a little bit more Botania stuff to do. Tainted Botany. Taint Thistle. We were looking at this before, and I think we needed the Taint Tendrils or whatever. Taint Thistle, this guy right here. Whisperweed that. Let's try it again. It doesn't look like it's showing me the correct recipe. Whisperweed. Oh, is it this one? Okay, here we go. Yeah. So yeah, we need a taint tendril, and I don't know how to get those just yet. I was kind of hoping that we would get some flux happening over here. I might have to refill that and try again. It doesn't look like we got any taint spreading at all, so that might be turned off, like I said. I don't know. I'll fill that back up full of pumpkins. We'll let it cook down, do its thing, make all sorts of goo, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get some of the fibrous taint to appear and then get some of those taint tendrils and all of that kind of stuff, but yeah, it doesn't look like that's happening just yet. Alright guys, well I tell you what, we're going to go and wrap the episode up here. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, leave a like on the episode if you did like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.